match. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's your baby.
So it's clear too. Yeah. And you actually hear that little whoosh whoosh whoosh. That's baby milk.
Wow. About how big is the baby right now?
12 weeks, they're about that big.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, yeah, about that big. Awesome. That's good. Alive and kicking.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Get your tissue for that goop.
Yeah.
What time would you usually find out the sex?
Gender's usually 18 weeks. Yeah, if you do it, sometimes you can find out earlier than that, but it's hit or miss. 18 is usually pretty easy, unless the baby's being shy. And his or her leg.
Which?
Any one you want.
This one?
Yeah.
Or to me?
Okay, so yeah, let's get you up to Phoenix Perinatology for the issues with the Huntington's chorea and the psych issues.
Okay.
Get the colposcopy scheduled, and then have you back in 4 weeks for a regular visit.
When would we do the next ultrasound?
We'll see you back in 4 weeks. We'll see how you're measuring, and then if it's, we'll just do it as indicated.
So
if
we
you're
won't do a 12-week scan, we'll do something else? Do it
We
later?
typically don't, I mean, the scans that you normally get are one very early in the pregnancy to establish how far along you are.
Okay.
Typically one around, 18, 20, to
For
look at some other
sex
structures and things like that, and to rule out the gastroschisis
Okay.
and look for gender. And then as needs be during the rest of the pregnancy.
Okay.
What day would that be? 4 weeks from now? That would be.
You'd be at about 16 weeks. I'd order it then and get it done before your next visit, which would be in another 4 weeks.
Yeah, because we're actually moving.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be leaving in March, because we're moving to Hawaii, because he's getting transferred to the base over in
Okay.
Hawaii.
So I
So
just wanna make sure
when
so
you
you're-
move in
We're
March?
leaving
March
March
28th.
28th.
Okay,
is the
well, you'll have the
Yeah.
ultrasounds done before that. You'll have at least 2 more visits before that.
Okay.
Yeah, because one thing we're worried about is when we move, that we're going to be on a 30 days leave before
So
we get
we'll
to
be in
Hawaii.
Oregon visiting
So we'll be in
them
Hawaii. So we
and
want to make
then-
sure if we needed to get a doctor's appointment while we're in Hawaii, or
Okay.
while we're in Oregon on leave.
Because I know that you're
before we
supposed to
go
do like your
Hawaii.
glucose and,
At 28 weeks.
yeah, so that'd be around,
Yeah, it'd be around that time.
like right before we leave there.
We actually talked to our insurance company, and they said, okay, all we need to do is get a family practice doctor and then refer us to a
An OB, so I
Yeah.
can do those tests.
Actually, if you're pregnant, you don't need a referral. You can just go.
Oh, really?
The OB is your primary care doctor when you're pregnant.
Well, for insurance reasons, they
Yeah,
want us to do
they want
that.
us to go get a family
Because
practice.
it's
Is it
military
for
prime
Tiger?
care.
No, if you're pregnant, the OBGYN is your
Really?
primary care doctor.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet. Okay.
So this, I mean, if you had anything go wrong during the pregnancy, head cold, you don't go to branch.
Yeah,
kinda
you
see
go
it.
to OB.
Okay.
I'm sure I like being on camera this. I haven't signed a model release.
Mom will talk to Roxy over here.
Yeah, she's all
Big
about
bucks for this.
pictures.
Well, there's that famous doctor.
What's his name? Just met him.
That's cool.
Okay, you guys have any other questions?
She has a list of them. You guys don't give her.
It wasn't a big one, because we came in and talked to one of the nurses, and she actually answered a lot of our questions. She already answered the flying one, because that was a big thing about traveling when we were pregnant.
Yeah.
Because she said that 32 weeks is usually, anytime after 32 weeks, you guys usually don't recommend flying.
It kind of depends on how long the flight is. I mean, it's
It's gonna be a 6-hour flight.
Well,
to
it'll be
Hawaii.
before then, it'll be in April. Like, we're leaving the 28th to fly to Hawaii, so it'll be like a 6-hour flight.
Well, it depends if they fly.
We're flying from LA.
So altogether, a 10-hour flight. They're flying from
'Cause we're
Oregon to
flying
LA and LA to
how far
Hawaii.
away maybe.
Should be
That'll
about 5 or
be-
6 months.
Yeah, it'll be April 28th that we're flying. So.
So we'll arrive before May 1st.
Then you should be alright.
Okay.
Because it'll be,
Just
I think it's.
take an aspirin before you start your trip and drink lots of fluids. Pump your calves. Your women who are pregnant, their blood clots better than
Yeah, I
other
heard
people.
about that. I just kind of want to like what medications not to take. I heard Tylenol is okay for headaches in moderation.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Did you go to the prenatal education class?
I didn't know they had one. They never told me anything about it. We
I'll
never-
check that out for you.
Okay.
It'll tell
We
you
just got a little
everything.
packet of like things for like constipation and head and like other things, but I didn't see anything on
Yeah,
it.
I'll give you a subject for that class, and they'll give you more detail than you can stand.
Sweet.
Okay. And what about like secondhand smoke? Because some of my family, or like some of his family smoke.
Just stay away
James.
from
Not a
them.
good idea.
Just stay away from them.
That's about all I could think of that I really had.
Very rude smoking next to me.
And then I mentioned to her that I had asthma, and I usually don't like to use my inhaler a lot.
It's okay.
But
Inhalers
she
are
said it wasn't a big
fine.
deal, because
It's not a big deal.
so if I'm out of breath, I need to use it.
Be a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's albuterol and those kind of things are safe for pregnancy.
And if she has like an asthma attack and needs a nebulizer, is that okay? Or?
That's fine too.
Okay.
Yeah. So oxygen is considered a good thing in pregnancy, and so even if you have to, those other things are very low risk as long as they give you, allow you to breathe.
Did you have any other questions?
Mine was just a medical thing.
Did we get all of our numbers yet?
That's what we're gonna go to Phoenix for.
Well, for those two things.
Right.
I meant everything else. I think that was it, 'cause my family's, that was pretty much it. Was the asthma and stuff, because my grandma has asthma really bad, so.
If we have any other questions that come up, is there any place we're able to call or anybody we're able to get a hold of to ask that question to?
Talk to the nursing office can help you out, and if they don't know the answer, they'll come back and grab one of us, and
So we just come in and say, hey, we have a question for a nurse or something, and
they
then.
just call.
Okay.
It's the easiest way.
Sweet.
I think that was it.
Yeah, she's like got questions all the time, and she doesn't always write them down, so we want to make sure if
Well,
we
good.
have a question.
Well, the book is a great idea. I mean, I really like that when patients come in, and if you have thoughts during the course of the, between visits and stuff, write
I usually
it
try
down.
and write them down, and I think of them at the time,
Yeah.
so in case I forget.
Yeah, no, it's
I
a
bring
great
it in
idea.
case I
It's a
have
great
some more
idea.
questions.
And that way, you're getting your questions answered, and
Well, I keep this thing in there too, so I bring it with me. I don't forget it, which I did, but.
Yeah, to run back and get it.
That's it.
okay, so let's get that colposcopy done.
Okay.
The high-risk doctors up in
You don't need
Phoenix.
any blood work today or anything?
I do not.
Okay.
Unless you're feeling generous, I don't need it.
I think I've done it the past 3 other times I came in here.
No, not this time.
The only time that we were concerned was HCG level, because we went to the emergency room, because I bled a little bit.
You're pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
worry. The heartbeat is, HCG is irrelevant.
well, that was before, like, we didn't have ultrasound or anything, so we were like, wanting to know if it was going up.
The heartbeat is a definite sign that your pregnancy is going on.
Works for me.
There you go.
All right. Nice to meet y'all.